I'm in Beaufort. It's getting chilly. Look at the weather. They give northerlies. It's getting cold. We don't have heating on the boat, so today I'm going to install. And don't forget to subscribe and like our channel and give a thumbs up if you like it. Today I'm going to install this. I received. It's an alternator generator for our engine. So I'm thinking about, we don't have a gen set, so now I'm going to replace the alternator I have at 12 volts to a 50 volt 5 kilowatt alternator, the biggest model I can find, and replace it with a 12 volt. And here I got a regulator for it. This is a Balmer regulator. And then we're going to install that. I have a temperature sensor. And then I'm going to install this. Wow, that's heavy. This machine. Whew, this is heavy. So this one can turn around 5 kilowatts. So I'll put up our air conditioning and charging the batteries, lithium bank, very fast. Got some cables, and I already installed lots of cables. So see you later. If you search on Google Balmer alternator 50 volts, you come with the Balmer, and that is around $3,237.99. And if you get it cheaper, you can get it for $2,668 from a local marine shop. But anyway, that's still a lot of money, so I was searching for an alternative for that. I found out that the Male of John Deere, that 48 volt 100 amp, is exactly the same alternator. It's not exactly the same, but I will tell you in a moment. So here you can see all the cross-reference numbers. This one that I bought was the Male MG1. Started to Google on Male MG1, and I came out for a price that was 514 euros. So that's the same of $514. That saved me about $2,800. That's a lot of money. Is the Male original MG1 alternator of 48 volts 100 amps, and this is exactly the same as the Balmer alternator. The only thing is the price difference, and that the Balmer alternator has an external regulator and the one from Male MG1 has a built-in internal regulator. So what I'm gonna do, solder out the internal regulator so that this alternator that I bought for $500 becomes a $3,000 external regulator. So this is the, this is hot. This is the alternator I bought from Male. It's called Male. I'll put the link in the description. It's $600, something 500 or 600 bucks, and it's a 5 kilowatt alternator, and this replaces the Balmer. So to make it work, I take off the plastic in the back, and this is the internal regulator. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to resolder these three, disconnect them, and I'm going to connect the stator. The stator goes on here, and then on one brush, and the other brush I'm going to go take a lug like that and put it on the, like so, put it on the negative. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Take a piece of wire and just disconnect that, connect it, so then it's becoming an alternator without a internal regulator. That's what we want to have. So I took picture for the case, in case it doesn't work, so I can resolder it back. So I did take off this. I think it has a chip in here, so there's a chip under it. So it is an internal regulator. So I took it off, and now I have only the brushes connected to one cable that goes to the ground there, like this, and the brushes goes to the stator like this. I'm going to mount it and this I'm going to mount it like that, and that's it. And it's all fixed. That's good. And we have an external regulator alternator. And we saved about $1,000 or more. Yeah, good job. Thank you. Install the alternator. Big one. This is the small original one. This is the big one. I take like 2 extra lines for the power of this alternator. It needs 100 square millimeters red, 100 square millimeters black. So I also have another belt, but this belt's just a centimeter too short, so tomorrow I'm going to take another belt. I have installed the max here, and this is the regulator. I installed the wiring here going to the engine. This is the new alternator. The new belt fits on. And I got here all the wiring, thick wires lined up, and I got it on the other side to connect there. That's with the power and with the ignition, and the other cables are going there back to the other side, and they're going to the battery bank. The charge current limit of our lithium cell is 260 amps, so there's plenty. We have a BYD on board of 15.4 kilowatts. That's a lithium cell from Beyond Your Dreams. And we have the alternator Mahle MG1 with an output current of 100 amps and a voltage of 48 volt. So I calculated the charge time from 0% to 100% is about 3 hours. And just to top up, normally we use the BYD between 20 or 30% and 70%. It would take 1 hour and 30 minutes. So in total I have spent on the Mahle 550 euros and on the external regulator $450. So in total it's around $1,000.
Thank you, Sven, for installing this alternator, so now we'll be able to turn on the heating when the weather gets colder. As you can see, we're still anchored in Beaufort. The surroundings here are beautiful. Many tourists come here to see North Carolina's wild horses, and we are able to see them from our boat. They are literally grazing in our backyard. What a view! While we were still waiting for a weather window to continue our journey to New York, we became regular visitors of the local brew house. We are beer lovers, so we love trying the new beers that are brewed here. And the kids loved coming here as well to play games. Sky was curious to know how all the dollar bills got stuck to the ceiling and to try to pin one up there himself.
Yeah, you just gotta go. Go it up.
Okay.
Okay.
What if I hit another dog?
No, you don't hit. Don't. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna. Come on, Scott. 1, 2, 3. Hoppa.
As you could see in our previous video, we had to get our lazy back repaired. So now that we had it back, it was time to put it back in place while the weather was calm.
It's stitched for 400 bucks. I'm gonna buy sail right myself for 600 or 400 bucks, and we do it ourselves next time. Yeah.
Our Belgian flag was also ready to be replaced.
Hey, good man, fast.
We stayed about 10 days in Beaufort before we left to New York, but more about that next week. See you then! Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like our video and leave a comment.